My name is Daniel Carter, and this is my story. The story of how I was betrayed, broken, and then rebuilt myself to take everything back. The night I lost everything. I was 17 when my stepmother, Evelyn, finally convinced my father I was nothing but trouble. "He's stealing from us," she whispered, her voice dripping with poison. "He's using drugs, he'll ruin us." Lies. All of it. But my father, a man who once taught me to throw a baseball, just stood there, his eyes cold. "You're no longer my son," he said, tossing my backpack at me. "Get out." That night, I slept under a bridge. The cold concrete, my new bed. Hunger gnawed at me like a wild animal. But worse than the hunger was the rage. A fire burning in my chest, whispering one thing: revenge. I had nothing. No money, no home, no family. But I had my mind. I took any job I could. Washing dishes, cleaning toilets, even selling my blood. Every dollar went into a hidden stash. I taught myself coding at the public library. Spent nights hunched over a cracked laptop I bought for $30. Then, I met Marcus, a hustler, who saw potential in me. "You want to eat? You gotta think bigger," he said. Together we flipped cheap electronics, resold sneakers, and eventually I started investing in stocks. The money grew, slowly, then all at once. By 25, I was a millionaire. My startup, built from sleepless nights and stolen Wi-Fi, sold for 7 figures. I bought my first penthouse, dressed in tailored suits, drove cars that cost more than my father's house. But none of it mattered. Not until I faced them again. I found out my father's business was failing. Evelyn had bled him dry with her shopping and secret debts. I bought his company's debt anonymously. Then I called him. "Mr. Carter," I said, my voice smooth. "You have 24 hours to pay, or you lose everything." The fear in his voice was delicious. "Who are you?" I smiled. "You threw me out, remember?" Silence. Then a broken whisper. "Daniel?" I hung up. The next day I stood outside their house. My house, watching as the bank foreclosed. Evelyn screamed when she saw me. This is your fault." I leaned in, smiling. "No, Evelyn, this is justice." My father begged. "Son, please." I turned away. "You stopped being my father the night you chose her." Now I sit in my office, staring at the skyline. I won, but revenge doesn't fill the hole they left. Maybe nothing will. Or maybe this was never about them. Maybe it was about proving to myself that I didn't need them to rise. And rise, I did. Would you like a sequel where Daniel faces a new challenge or explores forgiveness? Let me know in the comment.